I'm Jess Riedel. I'm a senior research scientist at NTT. So at PhiLab, we study the physical foundations of information processing. I work in quantum information on the theory of decoherence. Decoherence is the suppression of quantum mechanical effects on large scales. This is very important for quantum computing because to build a quantum computer, we need to harness those effects. The first step to building useful things is to understand how things work at the bottom. And I want to know how the macroscopic reality that we see emerges from a much more subtle quantum mechanics below. NTT has been a great environment as a theorist to be able to work in close proximity with experimentalists who are on the cutting edge of quantum information processing has been an incredible privilege. When I was talking to the director about coming to NTT, I laid out a pretty aggressive and speculative research plan. And I told him that sort of freedom to work on the big important questions was very important to me. And his response was, "When can you start?" It's been a real pleasure to work with Dr. Yamamoto, who is both a world-class experimentalist, but also fosters a real passion for understanding the foundations of quantum mechanics in his work. Silicon Valley is a very exciting place to be. Between the national labs and the world-class universities and the research-driven tech companies, it's hard to find a more exciting place on the planet for innovation. At NTT, it is an amazing situation that we get to pursue the foundational questions about understanding how the world is put together, and at the same time, learn more about how to build real practical devices that, at least in the long term, will allow us to solve computational problems we could never solve otherwise.